Greetings and salutations, Dota fans! It is the rare occurrence, a double feature of lads casting action. It is the second series. It is once again the Lonely Stoner, aka Nouns Test, aka Kittens and their Matching Bunnies, taking on the Funny Zone this time around. My name is Badger, once again joined by the great, logical Dota 2 of, once again, many titles, including funny social media guy and, of course, manager of American Goons, among many, many other things. How you doing tonight, Logical?
I'm doing good. My titles have, I mean, no offense to the goons, my titles have slowly gone down over time. I'm starting to realize I need to pick things up. Used to be Dota Buff, no longer. Used to be 5 Rat, no longer.
You know, sometimes you just,
Gotta.
I think if we were in the draft, I'd go into, like, more titles, but we are literally in the laning phase. It's like, alright, I only got time for maybe 2 titles right now, you know? I can't just wax poetically with all my useless, meaning nothing words, you know? Oh, I just did it anyways, but... we got some notes on our hands.
Yeah, you wanna introduce the teams?
We got, if you were here an hour ago, you'll see the same team you saw last time. It's, again, the Lonely Stoner on the Radiant side, the Sasquatch Dark team, of course. Now on the Dire side is the Funny Zone. Again, a long-time lads staple, now featuring another player that you love to see lose, and of course the great Austin Dota 2, aka Ultra Gunner.
Yeah, true. Medusa specialist.
I mean, no matter what, you win, right? Either you see Dark lose, you see Ultra Gunner lose.
True.
uh,
I'm looking forward to seeing this. Also, I see that Batrider is or not Batrider. This festival is playing Batrider. This should be interesting. You should watch his laning. I mean, I guess it kind of already happened, but he'll just press Firefly in every single wave. This is I like watched, or no, he did this to me in Unranked, and I was watching. I'm like, huh, I guess you can just do that, because Firefly is like such a batshit insane spell.
yeah, I saw him
But,
using it earlier, just raw. It was a raw
yeah,
Firefly, no stacks of mana.
literally
Like,
just a
alright.
raw dog Firefly is the wave, and then he pushes it out. What he did to me, I guess. Oh, I can't really think because we're not in lobby, but he would use Firefly. He was on Dire also, and then he would go to like the hard camp. Like he would just fly over the hills, and he'd just use it on my hard camp.
Sorry. Oh, that's devious.
Yeah. We won the game, but he was more farmed than me at 10, I think. I mean, it's kind of hard to like farm jungle on Puck, but still, I mean, it's a pretty interesting idea.
Now we're seeing a charge top lane. Seems like someone's about to die. The answer may just be Big Dave, aka Aurora. First blood will go to Jakku. Those to trade for M. John, who's... Wait, he plays Brood Mother?
I mean, yeah, probably trying it out. I think he can pretty much play whatever, but he might not be privy to like, oh look, Festival's doing it now, but yeah, he might not be privy to like all the little little texts and stuff. Like he might not be super on top of it, but he plays like a passable Brood Mother.
Over to the bottom lane, we're seeing a bit of a dive towards Enough, who was playing the Beastmaster. Got dove there by Dark. See, it's useful you had a good bit of analysis on Morphling last series. Because we have Morphling now. We already know the series broken as fuck now. We're good to go.
Yeah, it's a pretty good Morphling game. It's like, it's not that good. It's not particularly good this game, but yeah, the hero is just crazy, so it's pretty good. We'll be able to turn into Medusa, slow down his attack speed, steal some stats. Can get silenced this game. That's something to watch out for. He's rushing Lincolns, which I don't really like, but it's neither here nor there.
I'm assuming you prefer Manta instead?
Yeah, I think Tread's Morbid Mask Manta would be better.
Alright, so I figured it out. Well, no, we used to deny that. Whatever, that's a good play from Dark, but I know what the sign of the Dota Apocalypse is going to be. The Apocalypse in Dota will come when they make Morphling a Universal Soldier. That's how you know Dota's over. Just wrap it up. We're not recovering from that ever happening. If he's Universal, the game's over. I'm done with Dota.
That would be... I don't know, to be honest. Would that be that good? I mean, it'd be like goofy.
If you just buy a Scotty, it gives you like 80 damage on Morphling. I'm sure that's broken, right? There's no way it wouldn't be.
I mean, yeah, but you can't like... That means your agility matters less. You like keep morphing up agility. This would be the one hero that being universal, like, not a nerf, but it like changes it in a weird way.
Alright, they're right top lane. They're going on M. John. Glimpse brings him back into the hands of Big Dave, who will claim the kill over Ultra Gunner. What can you do?
if this hero was universal, then you'd probably just like you'd probably like be a lot higher strength more of the time, you know?
'Cause
You'd probably like
you could
buy
just
a moon
you
shard.
could just buy
Yeah,
stat items, right?
you'd like buy a moon shard and then you'd be full strength.
Actually, that'd be
I mean,
interesting.
buy stat items kind of, but that would just be like you'd just be like a worse Morphling. I think the thing that's really good about Universal on core heroes is, I mean, obviously like early on you get high damage, and then what's it called? And then you can like buy these like mantas and stuff so that you're tanky later on. But like Morphling, you don't care about that damage, right? You don't care about your health damage. You're like playing HP ranges, which I don't think would change that much if you're Universal.
All right, your logic is not. You're breaking my fear mongering about Morphling, so you better stop doing that. I need to panic about a thing that's not going to happen.
I think
apparently isn't even that good.
the stupidest hero, I thought about this. I think the craziest hero that would be universal, assuming they like nerf stat gains, which I think they do, and they make heroes universal. I think it's a Monkey King, because this guy already wants to buy Echo Saber Scotty, and it, like so it wouldn't change his build at all, and he would just be a really tanky guy with like a shit ton of damage at level 1, and I think it would just make the way that he plays way better, and it already complements his items.
It's usually a fatal fall, as you can at least burst the hero down, but you can just buy strength items for damage? Dear lord. Yeah, that would not be okay.
You just have an Echo Manta Scotty Monkey, which is like not that much different.
I'm scared of that happening one day. I'm scared one day someone's just gonna ship a massive amount of like psychedelics to the Valve office. Just, you know, eat some shrooms, take some LSD. Like, all right, guys, Universal Monkey, Universal Morphling. Just gonna just have some fun.
Nature's
times.
Prophet is also a crazy one, but that one's just because his like stats are already so crazy.
You're seeing this hero right click as an int hero, which is a relatively rare thing. Most int heroes are just right clickers, but Furion is. Is he the only exception now that? Oh, Lena as well, right? Is this those two?
Let me double check. I mean, there's like Storm kind of, Quaff kind of.
Actually, yeah, both of them are kind of, because a lot of like the old ints right clickers became universal heroes. You know?
Muerta.
Is Muerta ints?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
That hero would be really. I mean, that hero's already, I think, kind of underground, but it would be pretty crazy if it was agility. There's OD also.
What? What do you mean? Where does it intelligence?
What did you think it was?
Universal agility? I don't know. Not intelligence. I don't play Muerta. I just assumed either agility or universal when the change happened with universal arrows. Top lane seems like Ultra Gunner is in danger. He's out of mana. He's got the wand to get a little bit of mana back, but it still loses light at the hands of Mahjong. Broodmother claiming first kill of the game now. 1-2-1 on the Broodmother stat line was.
First kill of the game I see for him. Okay, yeah.
I honestly thought he had another kill, so I was like, I'm about to say, oh yeah, 2 kills now for him, and I was wrong. He only has 1 kill.
Yeah. It's this mid lane, he's not actually that farmed on Festival. I don't know what happened. Maybe they like rotated more, or maybe pulled one out of his way to stop his farm. But I feel like he should be richer than this. And it's not like his timings are bad or anything. He's got 9 million bots, winlays.
Beastmaster just got blasted. It seems like Jake Arrow's gonna be dead as well as a lasso from the aforementioned festival. But yeah, he's not dying. He's just not dying. Maybe he'll try again on Festival, but he's just not dying.
He can turn into Earth Spirit. This is a matchup I haven't seen in a while, actually. It's pretty good for Morphling. More people used to have like Morphling and Earth Spirit on the same team and you could morph allies. But yeah. I wonder if there's still the thing where when you morph into Earth Spirit, you get like all your stones, and then every time you like switch back to Morphling and back to Earth Spirit, it like refreshes all your rocks.
That'd be disgusting. We'll have to find out later this game though. Speaking of Earth Spirit, he's just dead.
He's deep. Play Clockwork Spirit Breaker. They got him leashed up. He's not picking any fun heroes. He is only picking melee stun heroes.
I said earlier that that M-John does not regard his own life highly, but it seems like Jakku also does not regard his own life highly.
Yeah.
Is this team 4 players who don't regard their lives at all and then Dark hitting creeps?
I think honestly, I think Jakku does care. He's just bored, so he doesn't care because he's bored. That's my take right now. It's my emotional read on this game. He's not playing enough fun heroes.
Wait, I was gonna say, is Spear Breaker not a fun hero? You get to like charge in and just do damage.
I mean, it's not really that fun, to be honest. I mean, it's fun if you're like winning or like if you get money, but you have to get there. It can be not fun. It's definitely fun when you have money though. There's like a early part.
What did he play game 1 in the first series? Was that also Clockwork?
Yeah.
Is it Clock in the Clock, I guess?
Yeah, I think so. I'll have to double check.
I feel like I should know this considering it just happened. I casted both of the games, but sometimes it just fades together a little bit, you know?
Yep, it's Clockwork, and it's perfect now.
I guess by that standard he's bored, yeah, because Clockwork is definitely more entertaining than Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
Why is he tagged up as Sponsor Mustard? Is Jakku some kind of mustard enthusiast?
Oh, it's a good story. It's a funny story. I can't do it justice, I think. It's yeah, you're gonna have to ask someone else for that one. It's one time he was eating mustard, and that's the start of the story.
I'll have to ask. I'm not sure who I would ask about that one. I'm sure I'll find out one day.
You can ask anyone on this team, pretty much. It's pretty. This is like a. We make fun of him a lot for mustard, but it wasn't really his fault at all.
What can you do? Oh, my man Big Dave appears to be dead. Never mind, he's alive.
Depends if he gets bashed right now. Oh, there's a DD rune. Bam!
Oh. I was gonna say no ulti, maybe he's fine, but nope, he's just dead.
DD rune, I didn't see that one.
To be fair, the hero was blue, and the DD rune's also blue, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. He's still blue, he's still double damage rune. Home Festival rolls there from Kurdo, so I'll be adapting Spirit Breaker.
This team is also crazy. The Dire team, MMR wise, I don't know what you guys put enough as, but like, you look at the Dota buff, it's like insane. Their offlane is like 8k average.
I think he was like formerly. I think when we had their signups, like, oh, this guy used to be X, like whatever number of years ago.
Yeah, he's like ranked 200 on Dota buff, which is for sure fake. I don't think he's ranked 200 now, but he's still really good. Still like probably top 15 player in last, probably higher, top 10 maybe. He's like pretty good. Still plays pretty often on Smurf. I've stacked with him from time to time.
I know there was definitely some debate going on in the actual Labman chat. I just rubber stamp everybody. I'm like, all right, let this team in, let that team in, stamp, 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 let them all in. I was the one guy who wanted the broken like wage team in. Who else wanted that one out? I wanted my team in. Had to do some shenanigans to get that one to work, but yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You know, Badger, this team might be broken. I want them in the league. Though we found the cast. Over to Chai Camp. Deuce has a lot of mana, but I think Deuce is just dead here. Got some wands, but yeah, he's out of HP.
He is out of HP. They're just walking up, I guess.
They're going in for wins. It's a roar from the Nust. He's half the HP and he's dropping.
He's living? Oh, maybe not with Third Spirit.
He's got the Fairy Fire. He's healing. Nah, he still did the Flame Break. Never mind.
Yeah, it's close. Let's go down.
Special
plays a lot of that. He's gonna be scary. He's about to pick up a double kill.
Problem is Dark's getting some money from this fight as well, so he's just chilling. Might even kill the Batrider potentially here.
I mean, with the Arcane Rune, I think Dark has to watch out now. He's gonna get run at.
Oh, actually, you're right. He's got Miki can more strength.
Maybe? You should. Nice. Might die now. I think you have to TP.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, that can happen. You just got run down. Got like 8 stacks of sticky at the end. And Fessel's like giga rich now. Also, he's gonna have like oh, what'd he buy?
I think he's
Octarine Core recipe. That is greedy.
Octarine Core recipe.
He's gonna go from 0 components to full Octarine Core in his inventory.
That's going to be fun to watch. It's like, guys, Batrider's poor. We're good. It's like, oh no, he's got a 5k gold item, so we're riding right now.
The item is deceptively cheap, but It is, yeah.
How much is Octarine Core actually? Is it? It
It feels
is
expensive though.
4,600.
4,600. Yeah.
I swear that item was like 5,900 2 years ago.
That might be true. When it was Soul Booster plus whatever that item's called, Mystic Staff.
Even before that though, because it was like Soul Booster plus like
Aether Lens?
Perseverance plus Aether Lens. Yeah, that explain it.
That Aether Lens is pretty cheap though, I think.
It's still like 2K though, right?
I think it was 1,900 at one point.
Certainly possible. I think you bought more Octarine Core than I have, so I'll trust you on that one.
Actually, I don't think it was ever 1,900. That's pretty cheap. It was probably like 20. I think it was. I somehow remember the 2025 gold, but yeah, that item is pretty cheap anyways. You like, disassemble your arcane boots, do a whole bunch of shit, disassemble your vanguard. You just all of a sudden it appears in your inventory.
I love how they changed the recipe on Octarine Core, so people will stop buying Vanguard and then go into Octarine, and they're just still doing it. Just
Yeah,
having a casual ring now.
It's just. I mean, they're nerfing Vanguard, which I think is the biggest thing. They're nerfing Vanguard.
I think M-John's in danger right now, so are the Dire. It's good Shackle from
He silences you.
You know what? He doesn't need to cast spells. He's a Broodmother. He's fine. Roll in. Sasquatch.
You see how many? Wait, do you see? Wait, I'm going back 10 seconds. You see how many silence icons are over his head?
I had to have been at least 2. Was it 1, 2?
Well, it's like a bug, I think. If there's like silence icon and then like other indicators, I'm gonna take a screenshot just because it's funny.
Yeah, post it in the private message. I want to see this.
Yeah, I think it's because he has like Earth Spirit on top of him or something, like Earth Spirit timer and Bat Rider timer.
Oh, there's a lot of numbers then. Like multiple. I want to see this. Oh dear lord, that is a lot of. That's 8 silence icons. Oh, that's a lot of icons. That's gotta be a bug, right? There's no way.
I mean, yeah, it's only supposed to show it one time, so yeah, it's for sure. Yeah.
You know, we heard your silence, so we silenced you 7 more times just to make sure you're quiet. We're just tired of hearing a Broodmother, you know. You have 8 legs, 8 silences.
Yeah.
No sound doesn't really come from the leg.
Going the classic build on Brood, the classic these days. I thought people won Manta, to be honest, but I've seen like 3 games of Brood and they've all gone Echo, disassemble BKB.
Dude,
and
look at Jay Curto's rolling on in. That's a perfect roll from Jay Curto.
That's tough. Polo dying right now is pretty bad because I think he's kind of strong. They need to do some shit with him. Honestly, this Dire team's looking pretty good. Like all their cores playing pretty well.
It's Jay Curto again. Another roll into the roar. Lasso is not online, but I don't think it's going to be needed. They're just going to hunt down M-John. Magnetize, right clicks, just a little bit too much.
Yeah, I don't know if you know how Broodmother works, but when the lower health you get, the less move speed you get from webs. So when Brood gets low, you can chase her pretty easily. At like a full health Brood though.
It's useful you said that because you and I both know I don't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
I play Broodmother. I have too much power to play Broodmother, man.
You probably casted a lot of Broodmother though.
Honestly, not that much. I feel like
I guess it was before.
Yeah,
it was
before the change.
Brood, like, right after, I think. Right after we stopped casting as much.
I feel like people just weren't picking Brood that much for the last like 9-10 months now. We're just kind of we're seeing a bit of a Brood renaissance, which is, oh, what can you do really? Like I mentioned earlier today, I just love casting Bat Rider. I don't enjoy casting Brood. Like, I'm not huge. I mean, it's just natural to not like spiders. It's a literally base sort of carnal human reaction to not like spiders.
Yeah. Oh.
Dude, he's so good. Another roll bottom lane. He's just so good.
See? Yeah, that's not how that one works.
What can you do? He appears to still be dead though. Jakku's just being rolled out again. Stone Gaze from Mr. Ultra Gunner, but yeah, he's just running
like
around.
trolling on funnies, man, but they're still doing pretty well. I mean, this game does seem kind of hard for them to win now, but I guess it's never mind. Dark's a beast. They won.
I was gonna say they have Morphling. You can always win a Morphling.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of hard to carry this game to Morphling.
We'll find out
is
soon, because
dead.
M-John's already dead. It's what now, a 3v4 fight? Techies is low, and Morph's just gonna wait for him all the way in and just die. Maybe not. Maybe Morphling can't carry the game. Sasquatch gets bullwhipped by Jaker, though. Roll once again forward. There's mines on the floor, but that man is probably dead on Techies. Another roll, another flame break. Double kill for Jaker, though.
Kinda cooking on Earth Spirit. Just like catching every single hero in the game. He's 14 out of 17 kill participation.
Jake Erdo guy is out of control.
Yeah, this stuff. I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess they just kind of need to wait for their timings. Polo finally finished his Gleipnir. They can like do damage. It's just they kind of they keep getting started on, and it's a little bit hard for them to start fights. But at least they have Shadow Blade and Spearbreaker now. Also, yeah, I still don't like Dark's. What's it called? His
Item build?
Yeah.
Not
London
going
Spear.
for the fun and balanced Manta item first.
I mean, he's gonna have it now, but he's like a little bit poor. This is the problem with Morphling. I think it's like if it's Yotoro Morphling, I have faith in him to like not have any deaths for the rest of the game and to like take fights where he like gets 1 or 2 kills and just like farms steadily throughout the entire game until eventually he outcarries the Morphling, or until he eventually outcarries the Medusa because the matchup is good. And he's gonna buy an axe. But I don't know. It's like hard. It's like really hard to play for like anyone that isn't Yotoro.
How can you make such a hot take? I mean, Dark, not as good as one of the best carry players alive. How can you possibly say that?
Yeah. Fortunately, Dark is not, one of the best carry players ever. So there's not much you can do about that one, really.
I said it before. I'll say it again. But Yotoro's just the modern Mushi. Like he's so unbelievably talented. I'm not sure if kids these days. Oh, Roar bottom lane Jakku seems to be.
You know why kids these days know about Mushi is Jakku's dead. You know Mushi stopped Talon from making it to the major?
Wait, what did he do?
Mushi
actually?
stood in. He stood in for one of the teams, and they beat Talon, and that was the series. So then they like weren't tied anymore, and they just got fourth in SEA. I didn't even know that. Mushi's still playing.
God, let's go. He was once
hilarious.
maybe the best player in the world in like 2013, 2014. He played a bunch of different heroes in like 3 different roles. It was beautiful. There's tons of hero versatility. Sasquatch is somehow still alive, but Jake Hurtle finished that kill. Roll forward by Dark, who's become Jake Hurtle, killing the Beastmaster with 1-for-1 trade. Follows just right-clicking Earth Spirit, but Earth Spirit is just tanky enough to not die. Power shot online? It is, but it goes for the Disruptor instead. Dude, Mushi's, I remember he played a TI3, right? I think he played something like 20 different heroes at TI3, which is, at the time was unprecedented. Like, oh my god, he's playing mid lane, he's playing carry, he played a little bit of off lane. It was wild. And then Yotoro was like, alright, I'm gonna be the versatile player now. Because he did all in one role somehow.
Yeah, that's true. Yotoro only plays carry, but yeah, he plays like a shit ton of heroes. I remember. Was it TI that one? It wasn't
TI 10.
Oh, no,
it was
9.
10. It was 10.
Oh, yeah, I see. Tundra 111. Damn, we're like farther into this game than I thought. But yeah, he had the most heroes. He got a rampage on like 4 different heroes, 3 different heroes maybe.
It's honestly impressive he managed to do that many heroes in just one role. Like, there's obviously a value to playing a bunch of different roles. But if you're playing that many different heroes in one role, it's like, wait, I didn't know there were that many heroes in your role. You're playing that many heroes? That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, I played like all of them. I remember he was literally just play a different hero every game for like the entire game of the champion. Pretty beast.
Absolutely. I mean, no doubt about it. It's just incredibly impressive. One of those like eye tests, like, oh yeah, this guy is good. People probably aren't going to remember Yotoro as much, but they should. They should remember him.
I think so. I mean, he's still been like a consistently good player. They just made TI again, so like last year, this year, I mean, of course, the year before they won TI. I think he's like pretty known, and he's still young, honestly, too. He's like
what, 21 now?
He's 20, I think.
20?
He's younger than me. That's all I know.
It's one of the things. If I went on Reddit
he's 20 right now.
If I went on Reddit and I asked 100 people on Reddit who's the best carry player in the world, how many Yotoros am I getting? Maybe like 2? It should be more than 2.
You asked 100? You asked 100 people? I'd say like 10.
Really?
I think that's a pretty Reddit take, to be honest. That's like a European person.
He's not like the right type of European for Reddit though.
No. He is. I think they claim him. All the TI winners they claim, I feel like.
Polo's dead, by the way. Another roll! He's so good. Jacurdy Colonel is so good. He's canceled the TP into the glimpse. How does Jay Colonel just keep doing this, actually?
Yeah, they actually are just gonna go be done by the Earth Spirit. I can't even hold. That's well played. I mean, they're for sure gonna ban the game too, but also I'm just like looking. I feel like they got so many crazy heroes on Dire. I'm 100% certain the draft is not the problem here. But Dire has like this guy is Siggy. I think I banned Earth Spirit when I played against him like a gazillion years ago.
Another roll forward. No stone needed. He kicks him into the roar. Jay Curdo. It's gonna sound heretical, but when do we start calling Jay Curdo the best Earth Spirit in Let's?
Who else plays this hero? Ka?
Cause Cause is like the perennial. This is the Earth Spirit player of the league, obviously, and he's kind of pretty famous for it. But this Jay Curdo guy, definitely a similar tier of Earth Spirit player. Lasso is on Spirit Breaker. No Bodo is active on top of Jakku. Jakku will get run on down here. Static Storm is silencing Polo. Polo to fall. Sasquatch not far behind. Funny's on running right now.
Yeah, they are. I think losing that game too was kind of tough for the Dark team. I think they're gonna win the fourth game though, funny enough. But this game is pretty over. 15k at 27, and they got Medusa, who's just been AFK like the entire game.
Ultra has done very, very little. That's kind of your job on Dusa when the game's going well, right? Just do as little as possible. Hit creeps. Dude, if that hit M-John, the roll, it's still a last one. They're going to kill the Broodmother. I think he's going to end very, very soon, so. This is so insane. It's actually so insane. Alright, so it's going to be full racks down, about 28k network lead for Funnies on a 27. Is there any way that Sasquatch and Dark win outside of Funny Zone just outright throwing the game?
I mean, they're gonna need a little bit of throw. Like, I think there's different levels of throwing, but they're gonna have to take a long fight. I think is the main thing where they like bait
the roar. The roar on Spirit Breaker, the roll on Dark. Bit of split attention there.
Yeah. Press Shadow Blade before the roar went off also. Oh, nice. Shackle on Die Rider.
Good Shackle, and after like on top of it. That's a roll. They kick techies. I mean, it's still very much.
They're not taking this fight very well on Dire.
It's a really bad. It still seems not to matter because Ultra has a bunch of net worth, but yeah, Sasquatch dead. Dark's going in for Aurora, but Aurora is still alive. Lasso, that's on to Polo. Into the roll. That'll be a dead Windrunner. She's got a buyback. Has not used it yet. Techies has used his. Buyback from Polo. Has 2 buys committed. Aurora's finally dead. Dark's still hitting. Looking for Ultra Gunner. And again, Ultra's relatively low on mana. He's got the 20 charge wand, but he's blast off a pond. Maybe the throw's happening right here, right now. He's pulled away by the Earth Spirit, but a Shackle was there as well. M-John's hunting. Again, Medusa literally has no mana. They're right-clicking the Medusa. She's trying to stand her ground. She'll bring down M-John. She'll bring down Polo. Dark! Oh no, I'm not sure if you win this man fight. You're trying Medusa. You can't kill Medusa. It's over. Just call GG. This one's over.
Yeah, this guy's nasty at Earth Spirit. He just like, yeah, he won't be done that fight also. He like saved the Medusa with the shard. I didn't even know when he got the shard. Apparently, yeah. Apparently it's really good. I didn't think so, because like, that used to be the talent at 20, and no one ever took it. But now that it's the shard, apparently
you got it from the Tormentor on the Dire side.
Yeah. I mean, they took that fight horrendously on Dire also, to the start. They were like, not focusing their attention on any heroes, you're saying. They were like using they're like staggering their own BKBs. It was like right on the Morphling's timing. They probably didn't even need to take that fight. Even still, they just like didn't quite have enough firepower. They are kind of low damage on Radiant. It's like, Morphling is like decent damage, and the Wind Ranger's a lot of damage, but like, aside from the focus fire target, it's kind of tough. There's a Brood with like this level of farm is pretty weak. You're kind of just like a body to stand in front, and then Silken Bolo is also nice when the Dusa presses the Manta.
One of those things, I think you take that fight, let's just say you're only down by like 10k rather than 25k. They probably win that fight down 10k. Is you give another item to Brood, another item
Yeah.
to Morph, another item to Windrunner. That fight's definitely won. That was such a sloppy fight, but it didn't matter because, again, you have money and you've got Jay Curto, so you win.
Yeah,
That's
you
all
see
you
the
need.
networks
Money
right?
and Jay Curto. Oh, I'll look at it now. It's fifth in net worth Jay Curto. Mr. Baboon.
4 out of 5. 4 out of the top 5 are dire. That's tough.
Listen, Big Dave's doing his job. You know, he's just doing his job. You know, he's just playing Disruptor. I'm done there.
Yeah, I mean he just has an Ags. He just finished the Ags. He's doing pretty well. They don't have the best setup for it. Honestly, it's not even that good of an Ags game. It probably would have been better this game if he just like bought auras. But I mean, it's fine. They'll finish their BKBs. The main problem with the Ags is they don't have BKBs already. They're trying to hit an earlier time move. It's uh, it's not that bad. It gives him tankiness, honestly, which is like kind of funny, but it's pretty good.
Seems like Sasquatch and the boys have the read on what's going on right now, but they're just too late. They don't beat the Roshan pit in time. They didn't scan it, but again, they're about maybe 6 seconds too late to be here in time. So yeah, free Aegis. I think it's the first one. Free Aegis. Festival grabs it. Okay. Jakku pops a Lincoln's, I believe. There's another Lincoln's popped. Rassel and Roar both are stacked. They're using everything to bring down Dark. Good target. Meanwhile, another kicks him into the static storm. He kicks him into the static storm. He kicks him. Jake Curto's so good. He's actually so good.
Yeah, he did. Oh wait, the lobby.
You're supposed to be in that now or no?
I'll ask about it.
Probably shouldn't actually, because I have to restart the stream again. I would have to
Okay.
turn on a stream delay. I'm not sure if I could do that mid-stream without screwing up.
Yeah, that's fine. Sure.
I'm sure it's possible, but I
It would,
don't know if I have the tech for that.
yeah, you had to like wait 5 minutes anyway, so it makes sense. It'd just be nothing for 5 minutes. We'll have to wait 5 minutes now, though, anyways, for the game.
They probably have 2 minute delay in the lobby at the very least. Most people have 2 minute delays on inlines, I think.
Oh, yeah, true.
I know the rules say it's a minimum of 2. I suppose if a captain really wanted to, just turn on a 15-minute lobby delay. If the pro tournaments do, just put on a 15-minute delay just to screw over the Dota TP people.
The Bali Major PSGLGD versus Azure lobby is up also. That's happening soon.
I'm refreshing. Yep, there it is. 10 out of 10 in lobby. That's a good start.
I mean, the game should be going live in 8 minutes, so I'd hope so.
You know, crazier things have happened.
Yeah, can't disagree there.
Sometimes people just don't show up on time. Sometimes people just don't show up at all. Like, there's been times where
On land, that would be
okay, maybe not
crazy.
on land, but I know there's been online shit where I've run it. It's like, hey, where's your player? We don't know where our player is. It's happened on at least 3 or 4 occasions where a team just straight up didn't know where their player was. They're just trying to find a stand in last minute.
Mid Spectre with Phylactery is probably not that bad.
What? Bid Spectre with
I was
Phylactery?
watching Tomato, and I just like saw him click the Spectre axe, and I just thought, like, you could probably Phylactery that.
He's playing like a pub game right now and just beating up on bad
Yeah,
players?
he's been
Or
streaming on the. I think it's a Smurf. I don't know.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Tomato on a Smurf can do whatever mid with whatever item and probably win.
No, he doesn't have a Phylactery at all.
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't even work on your Q. That's
Oh, that's what can you do right there. It seems like they are in the game for game 2. It's probably a good thing.
works on the Ags though. That's for sure.
Wait, why would it work on the Ags but not the dagger?
The Q has weird properties. You like can't Lincoln's the Q or something. Maybe you can Lincoln's the Q. I forgot.
You got time to test it if you want. Or just
No, yeah, I am testing. You can't Lincoln's the Q, and you can't reflect it on AM. I think.
We're just on band 3 right now in the drafts. You could probably guess the 3 bands. You might have been saying it. They're
Three
good
bands.
heroes.
Earth Spirit. Doombringer. And I couldn't tell you.
0 for 3. 0 for 3.
Oh, yeah, I see. Bat Rider, Undying, Venomancer Pope. They banned. Huh, I wonder what they banned last game, but it doesn't
Might have
really
been the
matter.
exact same heroes, other than the bats.
Could be. Oh, Jakku's back for Clockwork. You hate to see that.
Maybe you love to see
Let
it
my
if you're
man
Jakku.
breathe. What's up?
Maybe you love to see it if you're Jakku. Like, alright, I'm playing Clockwork, I'm not playing Spiritbreaker again.
No way. Clock is so much more boring.
In Spiritbreaker? No, there's
Yeah.
no way. You have, like, buttons on
Yeah,
Clockwork.
yeah, for sure. Clock is so boring. Oh, I hate playing Clock. They banned Undying Timbersaw last time. And then they picked Techies Timbersaw instead of. Oh, I guess last time they picked Techies on Radiant. They used a different team name, by the way. And not to narc, but
You're right. I would have noticed very soon. It's their 3rd different team name in 4 games. So we have like this thing, right?
that is fair.
We've got this like spectral GG thing with the statistician
Yeah.
Theomir. And we told the
Yeah,
teams
that was
like,
sick.
hey people, use the same team. Don't use Smurfs so we can get consistent profiles. Yay! And then they just use 3 teams in 4 games.
That's tough.
They're screwing up our data. Every game you get from this team is another bad datum point. It's ugh. I already yelled at him today too. I got to yell at him twice in one day, man. I don't want to yell at him again. We have Doom again, by the way. It's our 3rd Doom game of the day. Dark Sith Knight. We got doomed earlier. Let's pick Doom now for ourselves. I mean, we know what the ability does.
Yeah, that's a hero that I think MGM could flourish on. So it just like makes money. Even if you die a little bit, even if you like try to grief the other team a little bit, you'll still just be farmed.
There's some flex potential for like Jakku playing it sup, or is it definitely for MJon?
Jakku playing it sup, I'd be surprised by. Sasquatch playing it, yeah, I could easily say, but I'd be surprised to see Jakku play it. I'm pretty sure this is just Jakku Clockwork. And after, I'm gonna try to get my guys some leverage with this hero picks. So he's not just Clockwork or Spearbreaker.
I mean, you can just play 2 heroes all season. I mean, it's been proven you could do that.
Yeah, but I don't want him to play those 2 heroes all season because they're boring. Jakku is like the type of person who's like wants to play like a Bane and like a Nyx Assassin and like random shit, like a Leshrac. That's what he played when I was. Remember, yeah, when we were stacking, he wanted to play Leshrac for.
Did yeah.
Oh, he did play Leshrac for. Yeah, that was the Visage game.
Was that not the game where we had Dark AM and we lost?
No. I was AM, and that was the game we
That was
lost.
a different game.
It was we
It's
were
been a
against
number
AM.
of
I was Visage. I was like carrying that shit.
There's been a number of those. The number of weird games that stack. They all kind of blend together.
I think we won all.
Did we? No, we definitely lost one game. we
We,
definitely
yeah,
lost one
I was gonna say
game.
we won. I was gonna say we won all of them except for the AM.
We definitely lost the game you were playing offline AM.
Yeah. If we want to, maybe we only played 2. I don't remember.
I know. Got a ping on Discord the next day about your offline AM performance.
I was just pranking that game. It was hard though. That guy last picked Drought Ranger, and you didn't make the lane that easy for me.
That's my B.
It's okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay. This is the game that we won. Where
Wasn't the Drow Ranger player Keita? That guy's a gamer.
Yeah, it was.
That guy's a gamer. That's the explanation.
Hard lane also. No, we just went 1-1. Looks like. Oh, wait, did we lose it? No, it's just not us. Yeah, we just went 1-1.
That is an enchantress. That's a big date enchantress. I will say this is not Earth Spirit for Jakirdo, therefore I am upset. You went from playing perhaps the most skillful four in the game in Earth Spirit to the least skillful four in Techies, so what can you do?
And you think I mean Techies like pretty easy. I think there's some finesse though. I don't know if it's the least skillful.
Name one four requires less skill than Techies.
Alright, let's take a peek. Spear Breaker, free.
Dude, Spirit Breaker require. Okay, that's not a four anymore. That's a core hero. Oh, I need an
No,
actual
no, no,
four.
no. Spear Breaker is more often core than core in top level games. Last game.
I want another answer though. I want another answer, not Spirit Breaker.
Okay.
That's kind of a cop out answer. A hero has one button. Get 2.5 buttons, but it's still not many buttons.
Bat Rider? Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
way
Bat
Bat
Rider.
Rider requires less skill than Techies. There's
Bat
no
Rider does
way.
require more skill than Techies.
A hero requires a
The,
lot of finesse to not screw it up.
no, no, no. The only thing you really need that's tough about Bat Rider, I think, is the level one because they nerfed it. It used to be insanely easy, but the level one is easy, and level two you just like chill. You do the same thing at level one, and then level three you have two levels of Firefly. You can just go farm. You can literally just fuck off and go farm. You can just kill a hard camp as the position forward.
Using Flame Break properly requires 10 times more skill than any ability in Techies' arsenal.
No way. He literally has the same thing, and it's way harder. Techie's pressing the Q is way harder than pressing Flame Break.
There's no, dude. I've casted Techies Q. I've casted Bat Flame Break. There's no way.
No way. You play Bat Rider, you should know that. There's no way. There's no way you think Flame Break is harder to use.
Techies Q
Flame Break is easy. There's even a talent that lets you use it easy if you want it. I think that talent is also pretty decent.
Techies Q is really easy. It's got like a 2-second
No,
cooldown.
it's really easy to miss up Techie's Q, I think. They've got Skyrath Mage faces Void.
It's a good
This
combo.
is yeah, this is a combo TF4. It's I think Void's like a really good hero if you get past the like, first 20 minutes. Especially in lads games, if you're like a higher MMR player, I think Void is probably like one of the better ones because you can always like clutch a game and you're like pretty durable. You're pretty difficult to kill, and yeah.
And there's definitely going to be a lot of Void this season, I think. There's a lot of good Void players playing carry right now, and the hero is just kind of good.
It doesn't see that much play, I think, but it just in lads especially, it's pretty good.
And specifically in a lads context, again, it's at the worst like the fourth best carry in the league right now. Like behind like the Bloodseeker, Dusa, and Morphling, I would probably prioritize.
Fourth is pretty high.
Like, what other carry in like a lads context is better than Void other than Morph, Bloodseeker, Dusa?
Naga is. I think Naga is also broken in lads.
There's like 3 players who can play Naga properly though. Like anyone can play Void.
No. Naga's actually really. I think Naga is also low skill cap. Fighting on Naga is really difficult, but that's not what makes the hero good at all. It's like the map.
I mean, in a vacuum on Naga, you can get like 450 CS at 20, but in practice, that requires a lot of mechanics in terms of like microwing and also just not getting caught by a gank, you know? Wait, that?
Yeah, I don't think it's too hard. I mean, I've seen like I think the lower MMR players I've seen like really mess up Naga, but I think like most people could play Naga at a passable level. I think that hero is really broken. I might just like pick it offlane to be honest because it's broken, but I don't know.
We'll put
That's
that one to the
TBD.
test on Sunday, right? We'll just let's pick Naga for you. We'll see what happens. Is that an Abaddon in my Dota game in the current year?
Yeah,
Is that my former hero Abaddon in the Dota game?
that's gonna be carry. I think that's what Ultra Gunner is gonna play.
It has to be. I know. I'm not sure if you ever heard like Jim rant about like Abaddon and Wyvern, but I think he's a really good point about it. In that these heroes that you see played support are getting played core like Wyvern and Abaddon. Then Valve
Yeah, I've heard you say this.
absolutely dumpstered the hero, and now they're like half viable as a core and they're completely unviable as support. And Jim plays both Wyvern and Abaddon, who both are victim to that, and I feel him because I am a true Abaddon support enthusiast, but that hero is just so bad now. In support role, it's not bad carry, I'm sure.
I think this game's gonna be tough for him. They're like putting themselves on a giga timer, I think, on Dire, because it's really hard for Abba to play into Doom 25, and yeah, his lane is pretty good at least versus some like Doom Skywraths and probably Doom Clock. But yeah, I think you're not really killing like a Void, obviously. I mean, that's kind of false, but I think it's It's hard. It should be hard to kill a Void if he's fast at pressing Q, because you need to like hit him with all the Manta illusions and the like double hit from Harpoon. Yeah, I like Radiance Draft more just because it scales better. I think that's like the most important thing for Lad's game.
I mean, it scales better and it's got big circle abilities. I know. I remember how I interviewed Jakku for some RE2L, whatever the fuck, like 5 years ago, and he was like,
They didn't ban a hero already.
"What can you do?" But Jakku had a very specific philosophy for building a team in amateur Dota, and it
Yeah,
was pick big circle ultis. And
yeah,
he would
they
like
all show
drill
this.
that in. This is like 2018 Jakku, big brain stuff going there. He's like, all right, big circle ultis, big circle ultis. Like, yeah, probably a good idea. And ever since then, this dude has been either playing big circle ultis or he's had his teammates on big circle ultis. And I mean, what bigger circle is there than literally Void, who's a circle?
Yeah, I think that's something that Sasquatch talks about a lot. Also, when I used to play with him for like mini and RD12, he might honestly be the originator of that of like calling it the circle strat.
I mean, this is like literally the circle strat brain trust thing. Because if Sasquatch, I've heard Sasquatch say it as well. Jakku's definitely said it. I'm sure Dark's on board with picking
For sure,
circles.
yeah.
So this is like team pick circle strat, and they've got some circles. Because Void ulti big circle, Odie's got some spheres, Doom ulti's a circle now, Skyrock ulti's a circle, Clock or Cogs are a circle. Like, there's so many circles there. You've got your big
All
circle
right,
ulti, you have your little circles for like Mystic Flare.
this game is really hard to win for Dire. I think.
What's the what's,
I
what's the
think
win con? Is
Radiant.
it this festival popping off and Abaddon getting a bunch of money, buying like Radiance Manta?
I think it's like Abaddon popping off, and then they just like can't find a Doom on him, and like Mjon gets too owned in the lane, so they. I mean, they do have a really strong lane, Techie Zappa. If Mjon needs to get like destroyed in the lane, so he never gets 25, and then he needs to also not buy auras, where he still tries to go like Midas Octarine, and then yeah, Festival also needs to not get caught by Clock or Sky. I don't think that lane is very good either for Tinker. And yeah, because this is like a hard Tinker game. Also, I don't really like this Tinker game into the subs and like all their honestly like all their heroes on Radiant. I'm a little bit wary about playing Tinker into.
All right, checklist. Tinker pops off, Doom plays badly, Abaddon gets farm. How hard can it be? How hard can
I
it be?
I could see it happening also. Also, I think Odie is kind of takes some finesse. Azure won a game with it at the major. I think that was the only game that was picked the entire tournament. It's pretty bad, and I think the heroes it's supposed to counter is it doesn't really counter anymore. Only one that's not true about is Timbersaw. It's pretty good versus Timbersaw. It's probably also pretty good against Abaddon. I
Were
think
they
it's
under
also
the
good against.
indication that Timber might have been mid here, or what was the idea with that?
No, I think they just picked. I mean, it's just really good against all of Dire's heroes. I mean, this hero is kind of bad in general, but this game it's really good. This game, I think it's legitimately good against like all five of Dire's heroes. Maybe not Ench actually. Maybe it's kind of bad against Ench these days.
I guess
You can like
you
one
just
shot
hear
Ench.
like Abaddon ulti. It's like, all right, I'll put you under for a solid 4 seconds. Waste your entire ulti. Make you a very very sad Abaddon. Might as well, right?
Yeah. I'm interested to see what item build Polo's gonna buy. He already has a Ringer regen, which I really fuck with. I'm a big fan of this. I don't know what he's buying though, or if this is just a casual Ringer regen. But I hope he does not buy a meter or whatever it is.
I'm trying to like remember what Ring of Region even builds into anymore. It only builds into Tranquils and Headdress. And again, do you see him buying either Locket or Mech or Pipe on OD? Surely he's not buying Tranquil Boots.
It's probably buying Jungle Boots.
Hughes is walking away, by the way. They still want to get him. I think they committed 2 blood grenades for the clock, and he's just still walking away. M. John had to kill Scorched Earth, but this is an interesting trade suddenly. Yeah, it's time dilation skill on Void and Scorched Earth skill on Doom for that.
Do you want to skill those spells? Maybe you'd want Time Walk on Void, but Time Dilation you're gonna get to that too, anyways. And you want Scorched Earth level 1 on Doom these days?
Yeah, actually, you're right with the Scorched Earth one, but Doom, or sorry, Void loves Time Walk. There's a lot of times you just kind of want Time Walk to just trade better.
Yeah, especially versus Timber. The time dilation is pretty good versus Timber also. So, okay, nice. They're landing the Sky Top and the Clockwork Clone.
He's just
This will
got
make the
Scorched Earth again. Is Ench just going to die? She got the rune there, but this is a lot of
Blood Grenade?
damage. Blood Grenade in, but oh, never mind. Emron
old
did not
Missile
commit
Pill
for the
from the
hits.
one.
Festival's got Rocket Skill. I think he's
Oh,
two.
no.
Wait, I was gonna say he needs 2 hits, but Skylar just has no armor. So
Yeah. Tinker's pretty good damage, so that is raw. The missile level one is really good for like early level engagements though. It's like shit ton damage. 240 technically if you hit both heroes, but you can. I mean, it's a pretty good tech honestly on mid Tinker. You don't use that much mana and you get a shit ton of mana because a lot of runes in bottle, so you can just like constantly press missile every time it's off cooldown and do a lot of damage.
I just see like OD Tinker in the lane. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people's gonna have a lot to say about this lane.
No, I mean this lane is pretty boring. I think. Look, the OD has 3 denies.
Alright, this is gonna be a deny lane. Odie's got 3 denies, Tinker has 2 denies, there's 2 combined last hits. There's 5 combined denies, 2 combined last hits.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Alright, so we're seeing Paul very good at hitting the Radiant creeps, struggling with auto creeps last hit wise right now.
I'm interested to see what Polo is gonna buy. I think the Tinker build there isn't really much deviation. You can buy a Phylactery though. That shit's pretty good. Phylactery Tinker, I haven't played it that much, but it just makes sense. Because you rearm the Phylactery when you rearm.
I did not know I had an interaction. That's something pretty powerful.
Little laser Phylactery. What?
Oh, Dark
okay.
barely just lived bottom lane, meanwhile Baboon died. Dude, how much HP did Dark have there? He's
like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's incredibly low there. But how much
that was
variation is there on
a psychotic play.
I think it could have been a kill, actually. I think he rolled low on damage there on Inch.
I mean, yeah, sure, maybe. But I also, I'm not sure if Dark proc Stout Shield.
I think he might have, I don't know.
I mean, that spell does a shit ton of damage anyways.
He had like 110 HP going into that hit. That was an impetus from like, what, 450, 500 units plus. You saw it there on Jakku. Jakku took a lot of damage from that impetus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely could have killed Dark. I'm 100% sure I could have killed Dark earlier.
That's all pretty crazy play. I think they could have chilled. He was like pretty low on Dark anyways. The lane's still going well for them though. It seems like they're showing.
And why you think? Okay, think about it psychologically. This team, you know, the enemy team just played a long, grueling BO2. There's a lot of all chat game 2. If you watched the cast, you knew the Badger was yelling at him. You play game 1. You win game 1, pretty dominant fashion. You just destroy the life of Dark there in the laning phase game 2 of this series. That's mental damage. That's severe mental damage. You can't buy mental damage like that. It didn't work, but they tried.
Did you see what happened top? That was a good kill by Aurora.
Yeah, ended up dying for, but that's definitely worth it. Ultra dead, actually? Yeah, shield. Actually, he has 6 wands. He's fine. I think. He's fine.
I think Sasquatch's skill build is honestly a little bit wrong. I mean, he's like low mana, so it wouldn't have mattered. But I think a point of silence would go crazy here. I've even seen people go like a 0-1-1. Just because the Q isn't that efficient, damage from mana. So I think that would be pretty good. Because like silencing the Abaddon before he gets shield off is like you can burst him, especially if he's playing low like he was there.
I know my Skyreth player of choice that I talked to is an enthusiast of the 1-1-4 build on Skyreth.
Yeah, I think it's good. I see people don't really do it anymore, but I also, yeah, 1-1-4 is pretty good. The only thing is, if you get higher levels of Q, then you can get more Qs off.
You mentioned though it's not a very damage efficient spell mana wise, so
yeah,
you're not
like
necessarily zoned down it.
Enough is getting owned right now by the cogs.
He's getting owned, but he's still entirely fine because he's playing Timbersaw.
I mean, that was a good chip though. He just lost 500 health. Chiku's only level 1 though. The level 2 battery assault more than doubles the damage.
That 500 would matter a lot if he wasn't regenning for 20 seconds. That doesn't last very long.
No, he's still pretty low. They're waiting for another battery assault. I think. The problem is the wave is so big. That's like the main issue right now with this lane, I think. Is that Baboon is just A-clicking them, so it's hard to get up to the wave, and then enough can shove the wave just by pressing Rolling Death a lot.
Wait, did they not mark the wins game one?
Probably not. Yeah.
This is what happens when I'm not there, man. These people just tag up different teams. They don't mark the wins. Oh man. What can you do? Alright, I marked it up. We're good. Put on OBS now. Bottom, we got a big fight going on. Timber's very low apparently, but seems like he's fine. Maybe he's not fine. Sasquatch just arrives to the good rotation from Sasquatch through the twin gate. I think Roshan even hit him up there on the way up, but they just had his baboon now. Double shoot battery assault. That'll be a dead end, I'm sure, right? Maybe not actually. He had a Lotus, but just too much damage.
It's a hard creep also. That's big. See, that's what that chip did when the Timbersaw ran under tower stupidly.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right after all.
What's happening in this mid lane?
It's Tinker OD. Literally nothing's happening.
Polo is winning, but what's it called? Festival has greeted out with his item build. I guess not really that. I mean, what the hell are you gonna buy, right?
Certainly possible. Blast off bottom lane on Dark. Oh, it's fun to just play against techies and Timbersaw. You just die. It's incredibly sad. Incredibly sad for our man Dark.
I'd probably buy Phylactery on OD also. Also, I did that in Overthrow. That's pretty good.
I feel like Phylactery is just on your mind right now. You brought up Phylactery like 6 different times in the last 15 minutes. Like it's definitely on your mind right now.
No way. I just talked about it on Spectre, and then OD.
And
just,
Tinker,
makes sense,
and another interior as well. Like there was definitely an interior you brought up before Spectre.
Tinker, but it's good on Tinker. That's just like talking about the hero. The Dark has Mask of Madness, Calling Blade, Stick, 3 empty slots. And no Chronosphere. That's the craziest part.
This is gonna be rough for Dark. I mean, Timbersaw is taking a lot of damage. He'll chain to the south side.
He's about to bomb his ass down, yeah.
Hey, Dark, he's going. He wants to hit, and he's still not dead, but he's just dead. Both cores down in the bottom lanes. 2v2 support fight right now. I think Aurora is mostly. Whatever. He's in the cogs. He's dead. I think he's eventually dead at least. Are they both gonna die here? Wait, they're not gonna die at all. This is a 2 for 2 now.
That's pretty tough. I mean, it ends up being fine, I think. I would not be happy about this if I was enough, though. Because I feel like his game is not very good now. Just like died 2 times, he's 0-2-2, no Vanguard, minute 8. Like, at least the tower's gonna die. He's really low level, though. Like, look at his level and then look at Baboon's level.
I was watching top lane, there was Abaddon stuff happening. But yeah, I see what you mean, bottom. I am pretty sure that Ultra wants to dive top lane though. He's a skill point save for ulti to maximize efficiency on it.
He's got a Vanguard on Johnny though. It's pretty hard to kill him. Vanguard 2 healing lotuses.
Fair.
I think getting him Doom I think is a good tech. They should probably pick this for him more often. You can even just like early pick it. This hero fits him, I'm pretty sure. But we'll have to see. I don't know. Maybe he'll like troll it up mid game. Unlikely though. I think he's doing pretty well. I mean, the lane's not going well. Lane is fucking hard, but he'll Midas. Dark can't be pleased about whatever's happening in this game though. This triangle lane.
No, he is 6th in net worth, and he says no treads. Minute 8. He's Askabat is hitting ogres right now.
The OD is also, he's been trying to grief the Tinker. It's lower net than him right now, though. Wonder how that happened, even. I guess he got on a. I guess it's first blood, actually. That's what I'll blame it on.
I think he got a kill in the rotation as well, a rocket, right?
No, I mean, it was flying, but I think Baboon got it before.
Oh, yeah. See another 1-for-1 mid lane. Baboon's just running away. Batter Salt up in 6. Well, Baboon appears to be fine, actually. Never mind.
I hate to see that. Enough is walking over level 5. That is psychotic. Level 5 with the Vanguard. He's trying to rotate. I was like, that's kind of an optimistic rotation, even with the chakra. But no chakra, and this guy's crazy.
Maybe he's just rotating to the centaurs and the mud golems. Like, you know what? I just want to beat the mud golems.
Yeah, I guess so. I think he could still be playing bottom for the time being, even though Dark has Chrono. But I mean, it's I guess I get it. followed by Midas, which isn't too bad, I think. I don't know why this game feels so despair for Radiant right now, but it's probably not that bad. They just gotta scale.
That is gonna be the name of the game. Problem is, again, they're just not scaling as well as Dyra right now. There's 1, 2, 3 net worth, all Dire cores, Void Spore. Last off mid lane, Jakku's dead. I mean, that's why they're despairing. They're not farming, and they're... Okay, there we go. That's a Chrono on 2. Hammer drop by Polo. That's good team play. Circle strat has been engaged.
Dark, yeah, Dark was watching that shit. Ooh, wait, okay, that's cool. But it's kind of silly still. That actually wasn't very hype at all. They just asked themselves to dodge and miss him. But yeah, well played by Dark. He's watching on the TP. That's important. He had to make use of the Chrono, and his OD does a lot of damage. That's the one thing they had going for. It's just good awareness start by Dark. That was like easily his best play.
Ultra is still holding his ulti points. He still has it ready to go, just waiting for the right moments.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to get it unless you need it. It's like a one-time use spell that you got. This is the shitty part. Sorry, you're saying?
A lot of patience from Ultra. A lot of players just skill it. They just skill it.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. That's good.
I just skill it. I get 6, I skill it as the way. I want the
I guess, I think it's a lot because this lane is like so extended, right? Like he hasn't had to actually do anything. His heat map is just the top lane, so he's only been thinking about farming and like a potential dive on this Doom if he gets really low. And so he's just holding on it in case someone ganks him or if he ever dives in this Doom. So like now he's thinking about it, but he wouldn't want it to just randomly get popped. I would have skilled it there and just tanked the ult with it.
I would have given him like close to full HP if you tanked that, yeah.
Just because like now he's like kind of now it's a little bit weird. He's doing fine actually. He's got Echo Saber. He'll be able to farm. This game's pretty bored right now.
Yeah.
Holdo can carry this though, I think. He's in his element. I didn't talk about this, but this is like his signature hero, I'm pretty sure. This is like his best hero. It's either this or Venomancer.
He used Doom by the way, top lane. He's ulti ready to go. Still holding it now. Uses it. John's in danger. Sasquatch's in danger. It's a good turnaround. Hook shot's missed by Jakku. Good sidestep by Austin. Mr. Ultra Gunner. Yeah. I think Ultra's gonna die for this, but maybe not actually. Is he actually gonna ban up on this?
No.
He's gonna ban up.
Shield.
Oh no.
Universal Soldier.
And we figured out why he had the ultimate point for that exact play. Just use the ulti, dodge the other ulti.
He didn't even use it at a really good time, I think, but it never got the job though. It was a nice hook dodge there. It was a 6-ounce hook dodge.
I think he tried to heal off the concussive shot and just missed the heal off or something, or maybe it wasn't that large of a heal.
Yeah, because it's weird, because he skilled it, and then he was doomed, so he was silent, so he couldn't actually press it. So he skilled it, and then he had to wait for another doom tick, so he did it a tiny bit too early. Or a tiny bit too late, rather.
What can you do? To be fair, it's meant just like, you know what? You're just ready to use a spell. It's like, oh, my spell doesn't work, I'm doomed. Which, this is doomed for you.
I think all eyes are on Polo right now in this game. He's the one who's going to win this game. But this OD hero is underrated, I think, also. People only play it because there are no OD players. I think this hero is, like, relatively legit. The Ags is pretty cool, and it's just, like, good in lane, and it scales well. It's kind of AFK, though. It's like an SA.
Dude, there was an OD player last season, and he just broke our team's psyche. It was bad.
Oh, really?
We gave him...
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that was the team we lost OD to.
We gave him OD, and then we gave him OD again, and luckily I turned the stream off before we got into our post-game discussion, because there were some heated words. I got yelled at. I got fucking full volume yelled at by my players.
That's
apparently me getting full volume yelled at is Artorias' fondest memory of the team. Artorias, man.
He still just has his Ring of Regen, by the way. That's how you know this guy like plays AD. This is like some whack tech, but it makes sense. Because that's like the one problem with this hero is you really need like a regen. Or like, you really need some kind of regen, or like a way to sustain your health. Because the hero just does not have it at all. You don't have Ring of Regen for 4 staff anymore. That's why Tranquils is like pretty good, honestly. But, yeah.
I wonder if we can get a stat on how much the ring is sealed over the course of the game.
I mean, that's pretty easy probably to tell. Huh?
The thing is, right now, it doesn't count.
Is that full health? I mean, ignoring that.
He's full health right now. I want like number of HP that's not full as HP. Blast off mid lane on Doom. Doom can attempt to turn with Doom. He's been saved by Polo. He'll simply walk away, however, mid T1's dead. Dark ass Chrono, he's still holding it.
Good.
Still holding it.
I think Jakku should be the one to go in first. I guess he's waiting to hook a Tinker. Oh,
he just got the ward down. That's like a half second off timing was.
Yeah. They see the ward right now. Ultra is AFK fucking carry player, dude. That's classic.
He wants the creeps. He's got the Echo Saber. He's
the
got
ward
the
was like right there in front of him. Oh, they're gonna de-ward it now. Oh, that's unlucky. I could do that.
I feel like Ultra's just somehow not in danger, no matter what he does at this point.
M-John is top net. I didn't even realize. He's been pretty quiet this game.
He's playing Doombringer. It makes sense. Makes sense he's top net worth.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. He was getting beat down by Abaddon, but he wasn't actually like under threat. In under any threat, that's what I'm looking for. He's buying a blink though. I don't like the blink that much, but he doesn't want to farm.
Hook shot, hits on Abaddon. Doom will be committed for enough. Who is actually number one net worth, just took the title from M-John. That might go back right now. Hammer dropped by Polo. Dead enough. Dead techies. 2 kills for the side of Dark and company. And, well, we have a competitive game on our hands right now. We truly do.
Yeah, that is, he is also, right? Yeah, Ultra's not under anything. I mean, really nice play by Radiant. They're using this OD damage well, to be honest. This hero is, like, very immobile. And his like range is pretty low, but they're still getting him into action. Probably because they have so many melee heroes.
Wait a minute, can we actually kill him here? They're going to pop
the
ulti.
He looks dead.
Battery assault's kind of keeping him a little bit in place.
That's
all the TP's coming in. This is gonna be a problem. It'll be a 5v4. Void is not able to get here right now. Last off hits on Doom. Jakku's dead. Doom will TP, but you lose both sups and you get no kills.
Polo can TP, yeah. TP's in the middle. Alright, Polo's tapped in. They're winning this game, I think. He can carry this shit. He needs to use his network, though. He's 2,500 in the bank.
He gets bought a 4-staff. Good move, bad move?
I think it's good. Dragonlance would have been better. I think he could have benefited from a Witchblade this game also. I can understand not buying it.
Obviously, Hurricane Pike is classic OD tech. Ever since they added Hurricane Pike, that hero's been buying it more or less all the time, always.
Back when it was made out of a Wraith Band.
I'm not sure if you ever seen some like the OD builds before Hurricane Pike way back in the day, but there were some wild builds.
I mean, yeah, there was like mech and stuff. I played OD.
Yeah, for those who don't know, you used to be able to trigger Arcane Aura with just any item. People just buy Tranquil's Buckler on OD. Unironically, just buy Tranquil's Buckler. It's like, alright, Buckler, I think, was a 10 mana cost item. So any item that cost mana could trigger the Essence Aura. It was just, 10 mana for a huge restoration. Pretty cool.
Yeah. That was like a little bit after my time, but I remember, like, even after, people were still doing goofy items. Like, I remember RTZOD, whatever the fucking Columbus.
MLG Columbus 2013.
There you go.
The greatest Cinderella run of all time, baby.
That's one of the greatest pieces of esports media ever, I think. The video that guy made on YouTube. He was like so ahead of his time, it's crazy.
It didn't have Bone 7 as well. He had to have a stand-in. These were wild times. It just worked.
Albie was on that team also, right?
Yeah. It was
and Sing Sing, holy shit.
Yeah, Jakku's dead. Sing Sing, I think it was Sing Sing offlane Kunkka. That was some wild tech.
Yeah, Kunkka and Marana, because he couldn't play real heroes.
Chrono on 2. Timbersaw the primary target. Timbersaw will survive for a little bit longer, but with the hammer drop by Big Polo, he'll kill the Timbersaw. They'll head to Baboon, and there's no way this works, right? There's no way.
Polo?
Oh no!
Oh my god. Polo should have got his ass. I guess he caught Aurora. Yeah.
Sasquatch is dead to rockets as well. Yeah, M-John thought the Hurricane would cancel the channels. I think it just didn't.
No, I think he tried to move him so that move him in range of Void so that the Void can bash him.
Oh, he had Inferno Blade up, didn't he? Or is he just too slow to get the hit off?
Yeah, it's level 1. That shit is low, or high cooldown.
I swear it was up, but either way, Ultra has an ulti. But again, it's Polo putting him on the inside. Jakku zones away the rest of the dire, but wait, Timber's alive. He gets doomed by M-John, but M-John's gonna die for that one. But it will be in exchange for Ultra Gunner. Problem is Polo might just die here. He's just dead. Well, Sasquatch is back. He's gonna die again instantly, but he is back. We'll go for Tinker, but Stinker is alive. And Sasquatch, for the second time this game, second time this fight, has died.
Yeah. Well played by Festival. He's just waiting like a really long time.
Wait a minute.
That's what you kind of have to.
They killed Dark!
Did he bomb or did he just Q? I guess
no, he had Q on cooldown. He just chained in and killed him.
Yeah. Sheesh. This game looks pretty tough now. Polo died one time. The game's looking hard. He needs a couple items. That's the main thing. I guess he needs like damage. That's what I would say. It's a kind of low damage. What's your analysis on this game, better?
I was gonna ask, what is Festival gonna do with his money? He's just got 2.4k net worth.
It'll be a BKB right or an E-Blade.
No
Probably a
phylactery?
BKB. It's too late, I think.
He's sitting on a Blink Shiva right now, with just a bunch of money in his backpack.
Alright, he picks up the Wisdom Rune. Big fan of that one. This hero needs 18 so bad.
He's not that far at this point. He's getting there. He's getting there.
People always talk about the Shiva's timing, but honestly the Shiva's timing is not that big of a deal. It's really Shiva's 18. This hero is just a carry pretty much. Just plays like a carry.
It's classically just using the Shiva. Like, alright. The good old Shiva Tinker.
Yeah, he's going Kaya BKB, okay. Well, best of both worlds.
Ultra's has got a harpoon right now. Trying to hunt, but there are no white whales apparently to find, so he's forced to do nothing for a little bit.
Yeah, that's I see. That was kind of his. That's why they picked Tinker most likely. It's not a very good Tinker game, but they picked it because this guy's got a lot of heroes to go in front of him and give him vision. And Abaddon, it's pretty hard to scale on this guy these days, so he's just gonna harpoon, run around, and be the like position 2 farm wise. Harpoon him on the cliff?
Yeah, he's just off the cliff. He's fine. He's never on the cliff in the first place. He's a Doom on Abaddon, but Abaddon's entirely fine at this point. So it's Techie's dead. If Dire want to fight, they'll be fighting 4v5, but they're actually looking to re-engage. Possibly a bold decision. Ulti will not get popped quite yet. Baboon will heal him up there. Alright, then
they don't have Doom.
That's a team fight.
Alright, well played by Radiant. I don't like the Shadow Blade from Polo, but I guess it's decent. At least to give some attack speed. BKB for Dark coming up. Very good. Very important.
He's finally recovering his game. Wait, when's the last time you've seen a game? Minute 23. Both carries are 5-6 in net worth. Harpoon for M-John. They're going to dive him under that tower. I don't think he lives here. Mostly because he's dead, but when's the last time you've seen that? It's 5-6 net worth, both carries.
Yeah, I mean, it actually doesn't make that much. I mean, it kind of makes sense for this game, just because Dark had such a rough early game. That's true. I haven't thought about that.
You see it a lot at like minute 10 if like both carries get dumped on in lane, but usually by minute 23, one of the two carries has recovered their game. I guess both of them have, but they're just behind on their course.
Yeah, Nuff is second on net worth also. I feel like he's had a pretty quiet game. I mean, he's been playing pretty well, doing a lot of damage, but just haven't really looked at his hero that much. He's extremely tanky though, just being Timbersaw. Silly hero.
That's kind of what happens when you play Timbersaw. Just play Timbersaw.
I don't know if they banned Bloodseeker, but they probably should have picked Bloodseeker on Radiant. Holy shit, it's Panders in the chat.
Oh, you just saw him? You just saw Panders in the chat?
Yeah.
If you were gonna react with that, I would have said it like half an hour ago. Oh, what can you do? Top lane. Does he have Chrono? He already used Chrono. He tried to kill Festival in the Chrono, and it just didn't work, so he's just walking away. I think Dark's fine, but... Okay, his hero is fine, but his ego and his morale is definitely not fine right now. He's mentally damaged after that one.
For who is Dark, having to BKB Chrono, yeah. That's
You were instantly distracted by that one.
Yeah, I just checked Discord after I saw that.
You see Pander's neurons fire in the brain instantly. Speaking of firing, we see rockets fired towards the OD. That was a sick segment, by the way, but OD will self-imprison. He can Shadow Blade and will use it. Problem is, he's just dead to the Timbersaw AoE. As is Jakku, for that matter, though not to the Timbersaw AoE.
Yeah, that's tough. No BKB OD, it's pretty hard to survive. That's why he got the Shadow Blade. It was just kind of like chill, wait on the outskirts of fights. But I mean, like, what is he waiting for? The Tinker's never gonna blink on him if he doesn't see it. And even if he does, like, he can't really burst the Tinker. Tinker has to like really be out of position, and especially now that he has BKB, it's too hard to play, honestly, for a Radiant. Just tough.
That's in this case looking at possibly a 1-3 day for whatever we're calling this team, the Lonely Stoner, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably what they would call themselves.
No,
you should actually individually. You should individually ask all their players, "What's your team's name?" and then probably also the Lonely Stoner. I'm trying to think who won.
I had a little bit of chatting with Sasquatch in the Game 1 lobby about it, I think, but obviously didn't go too far in depth into the lobby chat.
Yeah.
This is Game 1 of the Series 1. This is like 5 hours ago at this point.
Yeah, that's true. This is the 4th year. Radiant's about to lose the best of 5.
What can you do?
3-1.
Smoke up, head to Roshan Pit. Dire are not aware directly, but they're just not going to be there in time. It's too little too late. We saw it earlier today. We'll see it again.
Yeah. Ultra Gunner is buying Agi Blink. That's crazy. I think Blink makes a lot of sense. This game. The Agi Blink is so clever. Oh, Doom's Linkers.
Here we go. Sasquatch dead. Doom on cooldown. Radiance are collapsing. Teams like Pole is going to be fine, but I'm not so sure Mjon and Jakku will be.
Oh.
Harpoon on Mjon. Jakku tried to hook towards Pole, though, but that did not work out.
That blink was sick from Mjon, but he blunk on top of him and tried to war stall. That was sick, though. I like giga respect going for that.
Alright, Pole's buying time. He just bought about 7 seconds. So eventually everyone will be alive again. Hammer's dropped, and now 1 life on Timbersaw is forfeit. Ultra wants to go in man fight for now the OD. OD is very low, and now it's dead. He's got no buyback, which appears to be a problem, actually.
Timber got the Aegis. I didn't even realize it, though. I guess it makes sense. Yeah.
Alright, here comes Mjon with a War Stomp. Ultra is just fine, though, so he's going to walk away.
Oh, they got an Aegis. I think might have to worry about their towers, though. They don't really have very good tower hitters on Dire. That's one problem with Econ.
Yeah, I mean, best tower hitter is Abaddon, plus maybe like Timbersaw Shard, but Abaddon's not that great of a tower hitter. He's just pretty good.
Yeah, Abaddon's like, I mean, Abaddon's really good when you get like a lot of items. But right now, you just kind of, right now you like Manta, and then you get all your heroes to hit it. They can like maybe kill it if him and Timbersaw hits it, because Timbersaw also does a lot of damage because it's universe.
You see like a lot of like 3rd item, 4th item ACs on carry Abaddon, and that's to the point where you hit buildings pretty well, but we are not at that point yet.
Yeah, he didn't go Radiance also, which I think is like more common these days. It doesn't take as much advantage of being universal.
Alright, how do you Dire throw this game?
Chronosphere? Probably.
Alright, so I figured out the plan. We need to get everyone on Dire to group extremely close, including Tinker, who should definitely not be grouped close. Give him like a 5-man chrono, and that's how we get a fair game again, you know?
I mean, the good Tinker is buying overwhelming blink, which is kind of a problem. Really, he's actually he's buying overwhelming blink in that E-blade. I'm kind of surprised.
I mean, he hasn't died yet, so apparently just get a Reaver, he just still won't die even more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking actually. This Reaver HP is going to make it really hard for him to even die in Chrono, which I think is like one thing that I could reasonably see, where he just like gets caught out by Chrono. I don't even know if he'll die from full HP if he's got shield on him.
Solo kill for Ultra. I mean, there's a Chrono earlier. He tried to solo kill Tinker and Chrono, and it just didn't work. It just really didn't work. I wonder who's the most bored player in this game right now. Is it Jakku? T-Moto bored?
Yeah, for sure. You see what items he has? He's like extremely tapped out, I think.
It's got Drum Force again. Oh no, look, Glimmer again? Yeah, I was gonna say. There's just fun items you can buy on Clock, and those items are not Drum Glimmer.
No, his items are fine, I think. It's just you can sense the boredness coming out of it, you know? These are not items you buy when you're entertained. Oh!
The Time Festival on the Tinker, they do him as well, but can they actually kill the Tinker? OD hits him with the pure damage, it'll be a dead Festival. First death of the game. Now it's time for more. Perhaps they'll find the techies. He's got the Aeon Disc and TP canceled by M-John. Do they know his TP's canceled? They do, okay. Yeah. He's back in the low ground. He's dead.
You see how much damage this OD is doing? God damn.
It's a lot, yeah.
I played this hero carry last season, and it was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. Happy to see it. I mean, okay, well that's like a good start. He doesn't have a Lincolns. That's one way you can just get doomed. I didn't expect him to make a mistake like that. Because the festival's been playing so well this game. But I mean, that's one way for Radiant to get back into it. Just gives the OD a BKB. He might just buy out a full Hex, which I think is kind of throwy. And I wish he would just buy a BKB, but...
Chronosphere on Timbersaw. In comes the OD damage. Down comes the hammer. And down goes the... the bash! He needed that bash. And he got it at the right time.
Yeah. Our Polo's got 6k gold now. He's gonna buy the Hex for sure. But I wish he bought a BKB.
I was gonna say, the fact that he hasn't bought the BKB yet should probably be concerning you.
He's thinking about it. This no talisman's interesting also, I guess it makes sense. It's like max mana for the Q, but the fact that he's held on to it. I love Windlace on OD, but it's so hard to find the slots for it.
And so at that point, he probably prefers the Null to a Windlace. Null's got some stats. Windlace has move speed. He did it. He bought BKB. He has purchased a Black King biological. This is good. I am sure.
Yeah, it's for sure good. He's got Silver Edge up now. I can't believe that. Not believe, I can believe it. I can't agree with that one. He needs some attack speed, I think is the main thing. Doesn't even hit twice a second. Like, it's so much damage. All the Qs are so much damage.
And smoke up by the funny zone. Roshan is just... Wait, Roshan can't even be alive yet. They're just getting ready for it anyways. You see OD right now. We'll hex him, but he gets the Child Blade off in time. He's actually running away. BKB popped by Polo. He's turning. He's fighting. So is M-John. M-John could even get a Doom off in time, though, is the problem. But 32 dead. Polo has to TP away. That's a lost fight. Got a lost fight on our hands. I don't even know what went so wrong there for the Radiant teamfight-wise. They're just still behind gold, and that's the problem there, or...
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have their spells. I think that's the main thing. They didn't... Like, they weren't actually able to, like, lock down one of the important heroes. No Chronosphere. They didn't get Doom off. Yeah.
I think they had the spells, they just weren't able to use them.
God.
You see the
Same
the
thing.
bash,
Oh.
the hex. Chrono will be on 3.
Oh.
That's beautiful. Where's the damage? They're going on Timbersaw. He's bursted down. Hook shot there on Tinker. Tinker will have to try to fight his way out of this one. Problem is, Dark is dead. So he escapes a lot easier. Clicking under tier 4s. Even Dark fight into the game. Going for the Tinker once again. Tinker is out of mana. Hammer dropping no pulls. Still dead. In come all the buybacks to the Radiant half. 3 are committed. Ultra slow on ulti. The ulti is pop. Festival TP's away. It is canceled. That'll be a dead Tinker, and they want more, of course. It's hunting time. Dark will invis leave the base, bash Baboon. That'll be 3 dead in the retreat. Aurora will get away. Baboon certainly will not. And Ultra will TP in the trees. So a bit of a costly retreat. However, to hold, it costs 3 buybacks. So both teams lose a lot there.
Alright. They're back into it now. I mean, I guess they had to use all their buybacks, so they're kind of on a timer. Or not so much a timer, but it's like they're on their last leg now.
Yeah, they gained a lot of golden experience, but they also gave Dire a win condition. That's very obvious, so you win some, you lose some. Roshan is alive, by the way. He's actually, for the first time today, Roshan's actually alive in time. Alright, Dire Smoke, it's already broken. They'll go in for Polo. Oh no, he's got no buyback. That'll be a dieback on OD. 110 seconds. No buyback. I don't think Dire can break the base in that time, but there's one thing they can break, and that's our good friend Roshan, who is about to die.
Looks like they're gonna wrap things up on Dire, to be honest. I was gonna say, honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that Timbersaw didn't buy a Aeon disc, but he's just been able to like scale completely fine this game. His inventory is also really good, I'd say. Like the Lincoln's Hex is also something that his team probably needed because they were really low on catch in hindsight. We didn't even talk about it, but they still have a bunch of kills. They have no catch. They literally don't have catch.
Yeah, I mean, they got some slows, they got some soft CC, they... At this point, I mean, they just have 1 Hex. I'm surprised Tinker... I figured Tinker would be the one to buy the Hex, but... He's got a bunch of other items instead right now. I know historically Tinker was a big Hex buying enthusiast, but... Modern times. Different items. Paul's still dead. Not bad.
I mean, yeah, at least he's gonna respawn. They're gonna have a chrono fight. This looks like 2 lanes into a fight.
We're down. We're going to be down like 2.5 lanes probably, maybe even 3 lanes at that point. Jakku's inside the cogs, outside the cogs.
Oh, that didn't do that much damage actually.
So Ranger Racks are definitely gonna die here. Question is, will it be the full megas? Chrono on 3. It's a beautiful Chrono. In comes Polo. They want the Timbersaw. He's got no Aegis, and he's got no HP. Ultra has ulti. Doom will be there onto the Tinker. Tinker is zoned away from the team fight. Ulti comes in from Ultra to bring down Dark. Dark has a dieback. 1 life is lost on the Tinker. But the problem is they can't do it twice. That's the problem on our hands. OD will be returning to the fight very soon. The festival might just be too powerful. M-John cancels the rearm, but also loses his life to do so. And now Polo's being hunted down. Ulti dropped by Skywrath Mage just to run away from the Tinker. And we're back to the Rex. It's a 4v4 siege, no Void, no Timber. Jakku will use his cogs, best of his ability. Ultra has no ulti, and now he's lost his life. Baboon lost the Rax. Were they denied, actually? Regardless, the Rax are dead. Baboon will go in for Jakku. Jakku's the Glimmer Cape to stay alive. M-John hunts onto the techies. Aurora will lose his life. Hook shots there onto Baboon's Enchantress. Enchantress will die to the cog knockback.
Well played. Honestly, that's a inspirational play by Baboon there. You're running into the cog, feed the kill to Jakku. That's like a big bounty, relatively big bounty. You do not want to be giving that one to the OD.
Yeah, it's OD against the world, and he doesn't have the world's money right now, so it's difficult. they're fighting the megas. I mean, literally, Baboon was the man to focus Thorax after a scary die. Like, all right, my team won't do it. I better do it. I am Enchantress. I lit barracks. I have a feeling Sasquatch is dead.
Yeah, it's
The war.
he's out of there.
He had the wayward.
Is he out of there? What? Oh, okay. You.
I thought he'd be dead by now, so I'm pretty impressed with the play from Sasquatch there. I really thought he'd be dead at that point.
Gile.
I mean, at this point, that's your best bet. Yeah, you have to. Gee, wait. Ay. You just. Oh, I was gonna say, you just not buy Shard for March? But that's not even the Shard anymore, is it? It's just Warp Flare. What the hell is Warp Flare?
Dude, it's terrible. It's like, it's actually annoying to have because it gives you an extra. Like, it's another thing to think about. I think it's okay. I don't think it's that terrible actually. It's underrated, but it's like so annoying to use. You'd like never want to use it. It reduces cast range and your attack range, and it does a little bit of damage, so you can't blink.
What does teleport away mean exactly? Do you know what direction they're going in? You choose what direction they're teleported in? Is it like a you're away? You know what? Actually, I'm not sure if I care. I'm honestly not entirely sure, because we're not going to see it, right? Unless he gets it from the tournament, we're not going to see it. So in that sense, I don't care about it.
Yeah. If the Tinker players are like never buying this shit or never talking about it, it's like you don't gotta worry about it.
I will say,
actually,
look at the item.
Do talk about it. They complain about it.
Oh,
it's useless. Give the hero a real shot. Give him back March. This hero, I'd play this hero so much if he just had March back.
Well, here we go. Festival and Ultra are in the team fight. Hook shot in by Jakku, finds the Abaddon. And of course, after the will be bashed by the Abaddon. Clockwork dead. Doom comes in onto Timbersaw, but he's being, well, forced away by his teammates. He'll kite out the Doom here. Ultra loses the ulti. Festival loses the big KB, but they maintain their lives. Let the Sasquatch in. Polo, Sasquatch is somehow still alive. Blast off misses. Bash on Festival. He's dead on Tinker. However, the bash onto Dark as well. He's saved by Polo. Polo's in the zone right now. Problem is, Dark is also in the dead zone. The trade is for Aurora, but the problem is the bash onto OD. OD is dead. And guess how many buybacks Radiant had? The answer is 0. It's Sasquatch with no TP, no HP, and half mana against the entirety of the Dire, and as a result, the game will be over. go late, go late.
It did not go late, unfortunately.
Go late. What can you do? Sometimes you just lose, right? Sometimes you just lose. All right, you're the coach. You're the coach's Radiant team. What are you telling them to what are you telling them to, like, improve the morale and improve them for next series?
It's no problem really. I had a rough day. This is just a today problem. I think might have to mix things up though. Jakku, give him some more creativity space, you know? Give him some more space to some new heroes, some avenues to flourish. Aside from that, I kind of like the draft to be honest. I think Polo cooked on OD. Maybe prioritize Darkslan a little bit better. He didn't really have good lanes. I guess it's kind of hard against like whatever was Timbersaw Enchantress. That shit has AIDS, but you could give him a Bloodseeker at least. I don't know if it was banned, but you could toss him a bone.
I'm gonna check the Dota buff. Might have been banned. I wouldn't be shocked if it was like a second phase ban this game. Let's see here. Is it a second phase ban? It is unbanned. Okay. They just didn't want to give him Bloodseeker.
Yeah, that's fair, I think. You like don't want to pick Bloodseeker, to be honest. I think it's like you have to be a clean Bloodseeker player and like not be do a whole bunch of shit.
Isn't that like what Dark does though? Is mean Bloodseeker player
That's
who
true.
doesn't
Actually,
feed
their one
Bloods?
game they won, they picked Bloodseeker, so maybe run it back. They yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
that hero is also insane. That is like a top hero. I guess we talked about that already, right? Being better than
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, that's the checklist. Dark Bloodseeker, M. John Creativity Heroes, head up, win next series.
yeah. What would you say about Umjon?
M. John Creativity Heroes.
No, I think Jakku needs the creativity hero.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mjon, you just gotta let him cook. I think you like early pick his hero, whatever he says like he's feeling. You should let him cook. Honestly, I think his Dawnbreaker was pretty good. I mean, it was hard to talk about that game aside from the all chat, but I think he was cooking in the lane. That's the main thing. If he flourishes in the lane, then he's gonna own. And his like laning is pretty good. I think he's like a floor player, but still his laning's not bad.
He is in the floor. Not the only player in the floor, obviously, but he is indeed in the floor. Alright, that was fun. That was definitely a fun series. I'm tired. Got any
For
final
sure.
words? Call it shout out to the people of lads logical.
Shout out Panders. I'm like talking to him now. That's great. Miss you, buddy. That's about
Shout
it.
out the Panders. I'm sure esports could use more Panders and less Bali major people.
Unless it what?
Less Bali major people.
Less boss volley major. I see. Okay. Yeah.
Whoever's there, literally every job's taking the Panders.
Would be an upgrade.
Well, I've never been a broadcast technician. You're a broadcast technician now. Only a manager? Nope. You're doing this. You're doing everything you need to do now. Either way, thanks for tuning on in for this Tuesday victory of Funny Zone over the whatever Sasquatch Dark team is calling themselves.
Lonely
Probably
stoner seems to free his mind at night.
probably need to go figure that one out, but that is going to be the end of it. I'm gonna go raid somebody. If you want me to cast your games, cast your tournaments, you know where to find me. It would be on Twitter, twitter.com/badgedota2, or on Discord, Pablo. TO, looking for a commentator or tournament admin. Please hit me up. I'm sure you can find a role for me somewhere. XD. Either way, though, as always, thank you for watching and have a great night.